Hey, what's up, Oselio's? This is a quick Decktech and recap on the PQ that I ran yesterday, going 7-1, dying at the semifinals. Nothing too fancy here, just wanted to showcase the debt mints, embodiment of lightning tokens, but I use this gold follow one because it's signed by the best Levia and Oselio player in the world, no cap. These are the standard stuff that just I got Oselio Volzar, and Bindings, Greaves of course, got Flash of Brilliance, Tunic, Old Knocker, Cap of Quick Thinking, and Charmers. Yeah, that's about it. That's quite the standard now. Cap is for Syndra, Kano, Charmers for Mirror, Kano, Tunic for slower matchups, or if I'm going first, unless it's like really fast matchup, but yeah. Pretty much that, the standard stuff. Then here's this main deck. We got 6 blasts, of course. It's like one of the main drivers of the deck. We got triple Comet Storm Shock, triple Somersault, triple Discharge, triple Etchings, triple Flittering, triple Gun Flash, triple Solace. Yeah, that's just all the rest. Nothing too fancy here. It's just the same main deck really that I've been running for some time now. In the yellows, triple Valley, triple New Shock. Why does this thing cost 0 on block 3? Like, I don't get it. Why am I allowed to block 3 with this thing? That's the most insane part. A triple Mind Warp, pretty good card. Triple Brilliance. It's the spec. But as a side note, this Brilliance average values on games, if you have found your main drivers, is worse than Sigil of Lightning. Just a fun little tip there. Alright. But that's the yellows. Then we got the blues. Triple Blinker. It's a good one to have. They got current funnels. Yeah. Double Aether. In the main deck. Yeah, I don't really cut these. Because just the sigil density. The games you don't see sigils kind of suck. And this just makes your bindings better. Makes the glyph better if you run that. But mainly just bindings as sigil. You can also do like funny stuff where if you don't have arcane spell and this pops start of your turn and you just want to do like gun and a flash, discharge, play discharge, gun and a flash and bounce the gun and flash back, you can just play the discharge beforehand or anything similar and just amp the Volzar for this and then do the same thing to get a little bit edges here and there. Real nice card. Also I comboed one game with this as your spell, so that's cool. It's also good against Graveyard and whatever, but yeah. And this is the Marvel version, the only Marvel version I own this in this deck, the main deck. Got this from Sloop, so it's a really cool one. Like Aether is just one of my favorite cards, anyway. So then Sigil Conductivity, best card in the deck. No cap, and the Lightnings. Yeah, that's the 53 of the main deck. That's just, I don't know, this is kind of standard. That's the main board. Then we get the sideboard real quick. 2 Burn Bears, used to be 3, but I caught 1. Then I heard there's a Prism. And I was a little hesitant about that I cut down 1, but that's fine. That's fine. Because, like, now I have 2 CNCs, so it's still net positive on the poppers, right? And, like, Burn Bearer, it's probably the best big spell, honestly. Like, I don't know. Very fatigued matchups where you get to keep your conductivities. Cliff is better, but this is just good EV on the slot compression and also, like, just the baseline for your things. But don't want to run too many of these because it's a 3 cost and you want to play your blues a lot of the times, and it doesn't pitch but it blocks 3, so yeah. If you draw 3 of these in the same hand, kind of sucks and you just lose. CNC, I love it. Yeah, just the funny forks you can do where you can go like Bindings, Mind Warp, go CNC, go again off of Embodiment and then send the Mind Warp to attack their arsenal, their hand, or you can Somersault this, or it's a pretty good card. So as a disruption and just a tempo bridge where you make your opponent block 2 cards. You don't usually care what 3 cards your opponent sends at you. Your 5 cards will always be better, so it's like whatever. Don't need to do the guessing game, just make them block and everything is fine and dandy. Side note is that a lot of people are on E-Phases for Syndra and Dash.io, and E-Phase is probably a card they block more than this, but I also run CNC into other things like assassins and some matchups where they might like not have, they want their arsenal slot and don't have like the fridge, or they use the fridge to block like combo or CLVs and whatever. So CNGs is really good. And there's over the half of the deck pitches for this, so it's just never stuck in the hand. Also like block 3. Block 3 is good. Ecletics, now on 2. Still a good card. The Zero Cost Shock makes Blast and other stuff a bit better. And like Burn makes this a bit worse than the other options, like use run Spindle or Swell or Glyph, which is really good with Magnetism, but and yeah, of course, like off of Tunic. You can play this in Mudboard or whatever, but 2 feels fine now. It's the other things that's made this card a bit worse than it was before the C season and like Super season. But yeah, whatever. I went on 3 up on Fry because I just had slots. So also I noticed this thing is just flipped. Wait, let me horizontal. Okay, there we go. Now you can read this. Wait, yeah, my bad. Okay, production in action. Anyways, 3 Fries. I was not sure. Like my deck was 74, and I knew I wanted some Kano head because there's gonna be a really good Kano. And like the rest 4 slots, I was not sure what to put in, and I would be mostly playing Playtest or Gravy, and not Oselio per se. So I just filled in some random cards and just pumped Fry for 1 because it made the Gravy board a bit better. And it's like a good card. As the Verdance is also just send Arcane more, and you don't really want to prevent the Arcane because it's kind of bad value for you and them. So then you just kind of play your Goldfish hands against Verdance. So Fry is best Goldfish card. Have to run the 1 Glyph, not on the Glare, but you know, this promo version. It's one of the most beautiful looking cards in the entire game, if not the first one. And then I have to avoid this part the best I can. Like, look. Yeah. Anyways, 2 press. Sad that they changed the rules, but it is what it is. It's still a good card for some things like Gravy and stuff, but I'm boarding a little bit less this now because you can't do the thing. The layer buck technology thing. I got 3 sinks. This is all timer. This sync card. It is so good. I love it. I drew it awkwardly. Unfortunately, I drew a lot of things awkwardly this PQ, to be fair, but it doesn't matter. You get to use your hero power quote unquote twice. Also blocking for 4. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Maybe someday main deck card. Just saying. Null Shocks, pretty cool. Good card. Cycled a lot, but it's still like shocks are good. And it has a really needed place in Gravy, Mirror, stuff like that. Just, you know, the slow matchups too, where you want to just Goldfish and do this. It's kind of in a similar boat with Fry, but it's a little better because you can cycle it and there's a lot more synergies with it. But it's just still like on slightly Goldfishy board. And then we got the double rewinds because like fuck Kano. No L points when I'm in the room. I actually just ran the versus Kano round 1. That was pretty funny. But yeah, that is the deck. So now, what did happen at the PQ? Let me grab these things here. The round 1, I got paired against the Kano, and this Kano is a Battle Hardened winner, so it's pretty good at this deck. It was a local of mine. We played the... It was like really bummed about the matchup. We sat down, started the game. I lost the die roll. He went first. He Kano'd, pushing Deja Vu out. Turn 0. Yeah, that was the first Kano. I drew in the rewind turn 1 or 2. Arsenaled that thing. And just kinda clocked him down. And he read that I had rewind. He bantered, yeah, like this Arsenal has not been moving for 3 turns. Like, I wonder what it is. And he started sending like stuff on his turn back, like just tempoing down, like spindles and stuff, like flares and wildfires and stuff. And I started to get actually like really low, like 20-ish. So then he can maybe like play around the rewind, even if I have it. And he plays like I have it and knows that I have it. But it still was not enough. I rewinded his wildfire, and then he said new wildfire. And that thing I prevented 4 because Cap, Shock Charmers, and AB1. Didn't take any damage, basically that combo, and then he lost when I presented lethal. Round 2, I played in the Syndra. I was bummed about that, but this Syndra had apparently like had a little bit of a break from Flesh and Blood, so he was not very familiar with Oselio. I won the die roll. I went second. A big deal breaker there. It's aggro matchup, aggro mirror. Technically, the way we played, and just we take a little bit of like aggro assassin combo roll in that matchup to match the rate of theirs, because the blocking is very poor and can't really help that. Our side, I didn't leak anything turn 0 really. Leaked flick, that's fine. And then turn 1, I found gun in the flash and I just sent CNC. And they had to block 6 on it, and our Arsenal gun in the flash felt really good. Then I threw a nice flittering hand in the mind warp. Played that, and they got mind warped, and basically nothing happened. Then I threw into combo hand that also had mind warp. So that was kind of the game. I think I had like 22 life up when I won it. Actually, the mind warp turns were reversed, but that's fine because they played Oasis on the second mind warp. Just prevented for 4/4 and gain 1 life, so it's technically like blocking 2 card 5, but they also like prevent the surge. So I also like I forgot to block Reeves. And oh yeah, this game actually there happened a thing where they were, I think it was like 5 life, and they presented their third attack, their last attack, and I had to ask Chach because they just changed the layer bug or whatever you want to call it, the rule on 7.0.3b, where the layer gets closed in resolution, but I was not sure did they change anything about when the layer is being created, so I had to ask Chach. So player presents an attack, the layer is not created in the layer step, it's still created when the card becomes attacking, so you can respond to this thing when it's in the layer step, similar to before. So why this was relevant was it was their third attack. It would have given them third chain link, being able to activate Syndra for free to grab back Claw. I was also like 17, 14 life or so, whatever. So technically it didn't matter, but I just wanted to make sure because if it was a tight game, this would have mattered greatly. So they didn't get the third chain. I responded when it was a layer, so I shocked them twice and amped the second shock, so it was 5 damage. And they didn't get to buy the daggers back because they had no cards in hand, nothing floating, and 2 chain links. So yeah, that was the deal on that game. On that 2-0, was feeling fine. I forgot to block the Greaves, I was feeling bad about that one. The third game came on, like my whole locals was 2-0. Besides, one of us was 1-1. And I felt like I don't want to match my locals because we traveled there to play, especially the Syndra player. So comes round 3 and I play against the Syndra player, yeah. Because he was watching actually the game that I was playing before against my opponent. He saw the CNC, I was discussing about the CNC. Like the CNC was really good that game. She's like, yeah, oh that's pretty good, but I don't think you're supposed to Arsenal as a Syndra anyways in aggro mirrors. And I'm like, that's probably what's supposed to happen. You're not Arsenaling in like the aggro mirrors, but blue line is more likely to Arsenal a card than a red line, and she's playing like pure red line. So I just did not then sight the CNCs in when I played her. And turn 0, I won the die roll, went second again. Turn 0, leaked basically nothing. She didn't Arsenal a card. And I was really happy because I did not board in the CNC. So if she's playing off Arsenal, it's a little bit easier to manage me the game. I think my combo was a little bit of a dud one. I think this happened like turn 3. Well, I threw Yellow Blast, Gun Flash, Brilliance, and a Discharge. I didn't have spell, but I had to do it anyways on that spot to gain a little bit of tempo back and spike. So I did that, and it was all fine and dandy. The next turn came, I had double syncs because I drew the sync mid combo instead of like spell or anything. So I took the sync and I shipped the gun away and arsenaled the sync. And then next turn I threw up another sync, flittering shock and mind warp. And I really want to play this flittering instant and the mind warp, and I double block syncs. But she was able to present like really wide chain links with like dragon flight scalar hits and whatever. So I had to use cap there to deny like the Mask of Momentum draw to cap away the... I timed them in a way where it's like the same, like I can respond to when I play sync, they respond to the sink with flick, and then I respond to the flick with the cap, and cap away my only instant in hopes to draw another instant, which it wasn't. But then the sink resolves, and I sink away the card in hopes to draw another instant, which it wasn't. And then actually it was, because I was thinking I sank earlier and kept my hand. Yeah, because they wouldn't need to flick then on the first sink. Anyways, yeah, I drew the Comet's arm. The zero got shocked back, basically, and then just went on with that, and was able to win the game by 1 life. But the unfortunate part is that I was supposed to be in 2 life because I forgot to block Reeves again, because I drew the combo hand and I was just checking that they don't present any disruptions, and then when the last card was Demonstrate Devotion, I just said no blocks. I went on my turn and I was like, shit, I forget to block with the boots again. But yeah, it did not end up mattering, but it almost did, and it's always wrong to do. But yeah, 3-0 beat 2 Syndros. I was feeling quite good. I think I was playing. Other than that, I just needed to slow down a bit, but I think I was playing and solving my hands very good. Tender with the macro game plans. Come round 4, and it's a Florian. And this Florian is part of the Nordic Pros and really good player. PT day 2, beaten like John Dollywells and big names like that. And he played turn 2 the Bell Down, the Amulet of Echoes. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I haven't struggled in the Amulet of Echoes because they don't then present any damage. I'd rather see the Amulet of Echoes in like Channel Mount Heroic or Felling or whatever. That game also like my CLV draw to draw for Arsenal turn 0. It was Eclectic Magnetism, and it was stuck there for a bit, but they plowed it away, and then I CLV drew again for Arsenal, having Solace in my hand. It was Current Funnel, so that was again really bad, and I had to play like Current Funnel Blink into Blast and Shock, and the turn was still pretty much on rain, but it felt a bit bad to do like 2 card 2 because CLV failed me. But that's fine, the card is cracked anyways, and the deck is even more cracked than that. So I just played pure value. I let go of my Channel Lightning Valleys, used Ecletics, and I just blast stuff, and then came the combo hand. And I basically drew so many cards that the bell didn't matter, but at that point the life totals were 14 hours 20, so I think I could have won this game even without boots, because the deck is stupid like that. So I just comboed kind of normally and discarded 2 cards and sent the Mind Warp at them, when I could have like attacked Gun once more and they block 3, or then they don't block. I just want them off cards to give like no value of that. Why Mind Warp sent the Gun a flash, and then they were at 2 life I think, and I just drew a shock. I had like 10 life up or something at that point. Was there a mistake in that game? I think there was a mistake. The misplay was that I did not remember that Reaping Blade had the no healing part, so I played Sigil of Solace when I was above life, and it was just an instant for nothing. I was bounce gun and flash, so that was quite bad. But we had 39 players and 6 rounds, so I was locked at that point, 4-0 for top 8, so the rest of the games kind of didn't matter. Yeah, then I played the other only 4-0 in the room. That was my local who I split last time. DPQ finals, I was playing Kasai this time. That matchup is basically kind of free, but he beat one Oselio before me. I knew he was on AB0, so my hands were kind of bad. I had no sigils, and he started like really hard. He hit me, he went first and he hit me for 14, turn 0, and I couldn't block all of that. I bled a bit. Just, you know, played onwards there, no sigils. Life was sad, couldn't abuse the AB0 effect, so I was just kind of eating away their fridge, so to say. And there's a nourishing emptiness that I didn't block twice, I think. That was also Balance of Justice, but I just played around it. It's fine. That's part of the reason why I couldn't find sigils. But yeah, the game was still like kind of even. They were rolling quite hot the first 3 turns or so. Drew a combo hand, or like hand that can combo, and I decided to combo there. Actually, yeah, I kind of locked in the combo there. This hand was Gun, Flash, Sigil of Lightning, Sigil of Brilliance, Current Funnel, Etchings. So it's like I combo here because the game is kind of even. So I'll just grab the tempo here and kind of just suffocate them out of the game. But then I did not go as low as I thought I could go or would go. So I had like, I don't know, 17 life or 18 life. I thought I would combo here, but I was like 17 life or so. I can sustain like cut size one hand still. Like I don't care. So I played the Sigil of Lightning out. And you know, just that thing pops. I go Gun of Let's Go again, Sigil of Brilliance. Current Funnel. Then I play Etchings with Go again because they're AB0. I grab back Sigil of Lightning. Play Gun of Flash, play Sigil of Lightning. Arsenal Gun of Flash. Yeah. Good stuff. I did not draw after that another Sigil. No conductivities, unfortunately. The hand was Mind Warp, Blast, Discharge, Zero Cost Shock. The Zero Cost Shock kind of sucks here because I don't have anything to bounce with Blast. And so I was like anyways popping my bindings here because it was double amp and I had the spell. So I popped my bindings. I drew into Mind Warp number 2. So now I'm thinking I have a go again from Sigil of Lightning. So I will play Gun in the Flash, then activate Boots by pitching a card, pitching the Shock. I play Discharge, pick up Gun in the Flash, go +1 AP now. So I'm 2 AP now. And I have 2 on Volzar, and I have 2 on my bindings. So I will ship the first Mind Warp to off with their hand. Then I'll continue the combo by sending. So it was Gun in the Flash again for 7, and then some random instant, pick up Gun in the Flash, and then ship the last Mind Warp. So they basically have no cards in hand. I dealt billion damage, so the game was kind of over from there. I shocked them. The last round was against Dorian Thea, who was last time when I beat them AB3. So I was like, maybe they're AB3 again. I was kind of just whiteboarding the whole thing, the entire tournament. So they were AB0. I was able to go first, so I do some random things that doesn't account to much of anything, and then they sent their hand at me, and I don't want to give them, because they present the thing for 3, and I don't want to give them, unlike the second attack, don't want to give them the counter on turn 0 or like turn 1. So my hand was Conductivity, Gun of Flash, and Mind Warp. Because I was blocking 7 on the first one, but I lost that battle with Sync and whatever, and they went over it. So I did not want to give them here the counter. So I blocked with Gun the Flash here, because their hand was empty and was coming for 3. But I think I should have blocked with Mind Warp actually. But I was kind of tunneled on, because technically like going Gun the Flash is just you develop the conductivity. The same way with the Mind Warp, it's just 4 damage that they can block with their Fridge. And it kind of does nothing, but it sets me up pretty well for like combo later fast. But if I send the Mind Warp, I disrupt them, and technically I do like 2 card 6 instead of 2 card 4. Actually that would be 1 card 4, so 1 card 7. Oh man, yeah. I was too tunneled to send the Mind Warp. That was a issue. That was a mistake there. But anyway, I sent the Mind Warp, and that's that. And then I kind of had to cycle fast to find another Gun in the Flash, which I eventually did. And then I started comboing when I was like that. It's like plus 10 life. I sent the things at him, and then Brilliance, Discharge with Blast Oblivion. I drew another Blast Oblivion, and then I drew from that another Discharge, and I just kind of overkilled them by 20 damage or something. But like the combo was enough to just kill them with the 4 cards anyways. It's like the part that I find a little bit distasteful nowadays with Oselio is that it like combos too hard sometimes, but the part of the combos are needed to crawl back like games consistently, and like the things that combo are like the consistent pieces anyways of the deck. So it's just a little bit too powerful of a deck where it just fixes your things by draws sometimes. But yeah, then ends up overkilling people, and so I don't like it's a little bit of the partly the Kano issue in a way. But yeah, anyway, 6-0 was seed 1 on the Swiss. Felt pretty good. That played pretty well. Some mistakes here and there, of course, and I will fix them. Top 8 for of my locals get in. There was 5 of us. The 5th was 10th. The Syndra that I beat round 3. She lost round 4 to another local who got top 8 from 8th place. It's like top 70 something elo in the world right now. Number 1 elo in Finland, I think. I think it's over Juha on elo, yeah. Played him, played Mario. And I was feeling like pretty tired because I went to eat to McDonald's. That got my blood sugar quite high. And I was feeling kind of just unenthusiastic, sitting there just playing my lines. Bantering back and forth because it was friendly local game. And we were just happy to be there, playing good game. He deployed AB0 into me because we have played that matchup a lot of times. And just the racing is the best that you can be doing pretty much in those Oselio. You just clog them as fast as possible. Then he quite early, I chose to go second. I took like 5 damage, played Solis, so technically like 2 damage. I had almost full instant hand 1-3 block. So it was a bit unlucky. The deck blocks better, especially when I put in sinks and CNCs and athletics. So then it blocks like a lot better. So I'm allowed to just go quite free in second. And I think Cap is pretty bad in the Mario anyways. So I got marked, took some damage, yeah, or whatever. They flip into random form. I just take my hand, just play it back, not doing much. Then he sends his hand back. That's also like not doing too much, but keeps me marked. On 3rd turn he flips to random form, and then I send gun flash at him and something else to set up like a combo for next turn, and he blocks with the mask and tutors into the Black Widow form number 1. And now the unfortunate thing here is that you're supposed to do that when you have Kiss of Death in your hand. And then yeah, I just told him that if I may have one request, please don't play Kiss of Death. He played Kiss of Death for 11. Gave it go again. Just basically took 2 cards out of my hand. And my hand was really amazing for combo. And I had Brilliance set out. I had Brilliance and Conductivity. So my hand was set to Omega combo them with Somersault, Blast Gun, and Flash. Brilliance loop. But like fortunately, I cycled Channel Lightning Valley into Current Funnel. Basically I was just able to block 5. I think it was Sigil of Lightning. So I was able to block 5, Somersault, Sigil of Lightning to avoid the on-hit. And then when the on-hit happens, I have nothing in my hand. The Chain Link resolves. The Somersault gives me back another 5 block, and then they send the card, I block 5. It was Clave. And it just blocks 5 on the Clave because I lose card out of my hand anyways. And it's not doing much, it just Brilliance pops and I play that card on my turn, or Gun the Flash, and then that instant Arsenal Gun the Flash. And that's pretty much what happened. So I was able to avoid that and just took like 5 damage to the entire turn, which was their like power turn. I was feeling really good about that one actually. Then just, you know, we played a little bit onwards the game. He just sent a lot of damage by pump daggers on those 0-for-4s cut from the same class and whatever. Next turn I think it was like Eclectic into a block 3. I should have blocked 6, but I read their hand a bit wrong. I was like, it's like a continuation, but it was just a scar for tissue on the dagger. But I could like cycle the Comet Storm because my hand was Arsenal was Eclectic, hand was Eclectic, Comet Storm, Mind Warp, Etchings. So then I contemplated for a bit here after I cycled in the Siege of Lightning, the Comet Storm, that maybe I should play the Mind Warp or the Etchings. And my life was like at 14, I think. They were somewhere similar life totals. I was like, I'm gonna just catch up after that by picking up a Brilliance and finding a combo. So that's what I did. I got Brilliance back from the grave, drew up, comboed, and won the game. I think I took the damage and I went to 1 or 2. But anyways, won the game. 7-0, pretty cool. Next up, the Florian again. I'm like, that's a great matchup. Yeah, I got to go, I think I took second here. Yeah, and they started doing something. I did something. The game was quite slow. I did not do the mistake again with the Solace. I had no sigils again. That's fine. Until they slammed Channel Mount Heroic on the board. Sent E-Strike for 10. I blocked 3, sent my hand back. I set up for a combo for a bit. and then they send Outed for 6 plus 2 into Felling for 11. Turns out if they have a Blood Rush Bellow on the board that stays on the board and their swing big is Felling, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd rather have the Echoes out, please. Like, can we trade the Channel Mount Hero into Echoes? I was like, oh, fair enough. I have to block that I don't like die here. And my card went down, so I blocked a bit. I couldn't combo there. And next turn, the thing stayed up still. They threw like insane Earth Hands as well. And they sent Swarming for 7 plus 1 into Swarming into weapon. Yeah, so they got like a lot of value out of Channel Mount Heroic and a lot of like go against. They drew the Channel Mounts and the 2 Fellings and all their go against in their hand. And I was not able to raise back them. They raised me harder than any Syndras or any Syndras did or any Brutes could have done. So that's pretty crazy. But it happens, it's a card game. That's like the Oselio weakness. If opponent draws way too hot, then if you don't match it, you kind of lose. And they had Purgatory to just, you know, I think actually, yeah, because they drew Felling from the Purgatory, because they blocked 2 cards in the Purgatory, drew up, and then the turn was outed into pitched Felling. So they drew that thing from there. Yeah, this is main character energy anyways. That happens. He went on to win the entire thing. It was Titan's Fist, dude. And I was sad about that. I wanted the Titan's Fist for play this. I would have opened the thing anyways. There was one thing he did very wrong though, and almost lost him the game. So I went to 2 life, and I sent my hand was Gun, Flash, and Electro, whatever the fuck, Somersault. So I sent the Gun, Flash for 4, and I'll check what they do. And he blocks with the chest piece that has already blocked once, so it will die. And then he will go from 8 to 5. So instead of picking up Gun Flash here, because I'm guaranteed dead, because they have the Channel Mount here still on the board, that was the second one, and I'm at 2 life, no AB. So the chances are I die. So I just give the gun away, put in my arsenal the Somersault, because I can maybe block 6 twice, or then, because they have only AB 1, because the Carapace is dead, and they're at 5 life, I can draw 0 cost Shock, and 3 other instants, and I have instant in arsenal, so I kill them from there. Long and behold, it didn't happen. But anyways, I played it like the best I could into my outs, but I was not getting any luck, and he was rolling the fuck out of me. So yeah, that was that. The deck is like really omega powerful. Yeah, I don't know what to play next week, but this deck is positive.